This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, no doubt that was worth the wait, right? As the Rangers finally rally and get the walk-off win in the bottom of the 11th, their first extra inning game and their first extra inning win of the season as they down the White Sox finally 5-4, not one, not two, but three rallies today for the Rangers, who again finally get it done late and they take down the White Sox. Adolis Garcia, El Bombi, comes through with a big hit in the bottom of the 11th. Finally, a clutch hit and a run home and the win for the Rangers, 5-4. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the great work of Bryce Paterick, who hopefully is enjoying this one, and we'll have a lot more to say about it coming up this week. But man, it was not the way I had it scripted for sure. That ended in the ninth inning, but we'll take it. The Rangers will take it, and they got the win.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, what was the final number? 3 or 4 for 24 with runners in scoring position. The Rangers had, I mean, I could spend the whole show going down all of the opportunities that were missed. But with that said, with what was a really rough day for the middle of the Rangers lineup, specifically Jake Berger and Josh Young, and even Adolis a little bit. But El Bombi came through, got the big hit. Good for him. I think he needed that. That will be a big boost for him. Bruce Bochy ejected in this game. And how about Jacob Latz really pitching well? We've talked about it. For him, coming in with runners on base has been a problem. He had to do it twice in the 10th and the 11th and was able to get it done. And I don't want to ignore or gloss over the fact that the Rangers still have issues getting clutch hits. But with that said, I mean, they did rally 3 times. They were down 2-0. They tied it. They took the lead 3-2. They took the lead 4-3, and then they won again 5-4. So that, I don't want to minimize that either. I mean, that is good. And I know the next response to that will be, well, but hey, they're playing the worst team in the American League, the White Sox. Well, okay, that's true. But I mean, if you're me and you guys as well, you've been watching this series, you watched the game today. That's a Will Venable.
I can use ChatGPT to answer that. You can enable.
Well, sorry about that. Will Venable is doing a really good job with this team. I mean, they're playing hard, they're competing hard, and that was a hard fought, scrappy win against a young team with nothing to lose that kept playing. Now, with that said, beyond frustrating to see the Rangers continue to struggle to get some big hits, and kind of surprising, especially like with Berger and Young. I mean, everybody has bad games or bad at bats, but man, it just seems like with this team, when these guys get in a funk, I mean, they have been really bad funks this season. But with that said, a lot of good things today. Josh Smith, just awesome. 6 straight games now with multiple hits. Good for him. Corey Seager, welcome back. Corey and Marcus Semien with RBI doubles. Love that play when Corey scored from third on the wild pitch. That was great baseball right there. I've said this before. We talked about it last night. I do not like Robert Garcia, the way he is being used right now. I'm not saying he can't be a closer, but I just don't like the way that ever since he's been switched, he has not looked the same. And I kind of miss the old workhorse Robert Garcia that, you could come to in those critical moments. And I don't know, if I had to pick someone right now, I would probably, let Sean Armstrong have a shot. I mean, we'll see what happens with Craig Kimbrell, but just this whole thing with Garcia, that was not good. That was not a good pitch, not good execution, and he's better than that. And it's like he pitches once or twice a week right now, and it just does not look good. And the other thing, and I'll shut up with this, is just, and I would have said this either way. You can call me old or old school. I hate the rule of putting a runner on second base to start the inning. I know it's to speed up the game, and I know that both teams have to do it, but it's just bad. I just don't like it. I mean, that's not baseball to me. I don't think giving a team a runner on second base, I just don't. I just completely 150% disagree with that rule. I think it's one of the dumbest rules in all of sports, and it's okay. If you disagree, we can agree to disagree. I don't like it. I think it's a terrible rule. But with that said, hey, the Rangers, they did what they had to. Yes, it's against the White Sox, but they won the game. They got the series win, most importantly, and we'll see what they can do tomorrow. Hopefully get the sweep, have a day off on Monday, and then welcome in the Royals on Tuesday. All right. When we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew. I know a lot of you are fired up and ready to go. We'll do that when we come back. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right. Well, I know tomorrow is Father's Day, but Trade Coffee, they're great and would make a perfect gift for Dad, for sure. I mean, let's be real. Coffee is not just a drink. It's a ritual, a lifeline, the thing that kind of gets you going every day. And if it's that important, if it's that essential, all right, why settle for anything less than amazing? That's where Trade Coffee comes in. Now, whether you're gearing up for back-to-back meetings, shuffling kids back and forth, or tackling the endless to-do list, your morning sets the tone for it all. And that's why you should start with the perfect cup of coffee crafted just for you. Enter Trade. All right. Trade is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S., delivering fresh, incredible coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. Whether you're a cold brew fan or a pour over purist, they've got the roast you'll love. Now, I mean, if the first match isn't perfect, I mean, they will replace it until you get it right, which is wonderful. And again, the coffee is so fresh and smells so amazing. I mean, honestly, it will ruin your grocery store in a good way. So right now, Trade is exclusively offering our customers 50% off your 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/LockedOnMLB. That's trade.com/LockedOnMLB for 50% off your 1-month trial. drinktrade.com/LockedOnMLB. All right, and it's that time of we got the finals going right now. The NBA playoffs are in full swing. Every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments, whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player. There has never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. And cool thing, you can keep an eye on what players are showing up in the biggest moment, and tracking their trends can really help you build your next bet. So if you're new to FanDuel, it is the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you will get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. I'm going to check here to see if there's any word. One other note before we get to the comments, and that is the starting pitching for tomorrow. We talked about this. Tentatively a bullpen game, although you got the sense that they weren't really going to go through with 2 bullpen games and that they were going to call up somebody. I made the comment that it was not good for Kumar Rocker unless they call them up tomorrow, and it sounds like they're going to do that. I mean, he wouldn't be up if they weren't going to use him. They would have kept him down because I think he would be scheduled to start tomorrow. So we'll see what they do, but sounds like Kumar is going to get a shot to start. I like that at home against this team. I think a good opportunity for him. Doesn't mean he'll stay, but I think it's a nice kind of okay, buddy, we believe in you. We want you to do good. This is an emergency situation. And that might take some of the pressure off him, and hopefully he'll do well if he indeed gets that start tomorrow. No word yet on that decision. All right, let's start with Alf. Hello, Alf. Starter looked off balance. Anybody else see Vasile lean? I did not, but could have for sure. Tough for Jacob deGrom. Did you catch that little nugget? Only the 3rd time this season and the first time since the end of April that he has given up multiple runs in the same inning. I mean, that's really impressive to say that on what has been a very impressive season. Alf also says, I think I've seen my fill of Luke Jackson. Appreciate you bringing the show. Thank you, Alf, and thank you for being a part of it. I should also note, just heard back from former Rangers manager, baseball analyst Kevin Kennedy, and he's going to join us sometime here soon. I don't have the date picked out yet, but we'll get him on soon, maybe on the road trip. We'll see how it goes. Ballfield Ace says, Young and Heim have been atrocious with the runners on base. Yeah, that word works. Half of those blown chances with runners were down to Young swinging at anything and everything. Yeah, he's struggling mightily for sure. Having a real, as they pointed out, having a real hard time with the high heat. And once you kind of get going in the season and teams can scout you, they're brutal. They will go after your weak spots and they will scout you and go after your weaknesses, and they're good at it. At least Jonah was able to move the runner over. So I after that earlier plate appearance before, but you're right. Isaac Harlan says Albombi comes through. Yeah, I'm so happy for him. Every time he does something good, I'm just happy for him. He could have easily struck out there again, but he didn't. He came through and he got the hit. Good for him. That was awesome. Dave Myers says another series win. Let's get the sweep for Father's Day. Yep. Isaac says, could the Rangers have made it easier? Yeah, if Garcia wouldn't have choked in the ninth. But the other Garcia came through. There you go. The double Garcia. That's good. That was smart. That's good, Isaac. I like that. Alf, what a game. Viva El Bombi. Hate that we've trashed our bullpen, though. Yeah. Isaac says, I'm trying to figure out why they pulled Jackson and tried to have Garcia close it with the final out. That confused me. Well, I think it was two things, Isaac. I think one, because Noda was coming up and he bats left, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they didn't want Luke pitching to him. And so they brought in Garcia, which forced Venable to bring in the other guy that hit Taylor. And so there was also, trust me, they remember Taylor's hit against Garcia in Chicago. So there was a little machismo there to try to kind of settle that score and reclaim the upper hand. But it backfired. But I'm with you. I think sometimes, if a guy is pitching well and getting outs, I think sometimes you can overmanage and overthink. And, I think he wanted, with one more out, I think he wanted to do what I said, but also, gives Garcia another save and an opportunity to get a quick out to win the game. But didn't work out until the 11th. And like you said, the other Garcia finally came through and got the win. Happy Father's Day wishes from Al. Thank you. And to all the other dads as well. Absolutely. Nothing like being a dad. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Well, it's better now. This one was worth the wait for sure. But now, now you're greedy and you want to get the sweep. Isaac says, Latz with the clutch pitching in the 10th and the 11th. Yeah, that was, good for him. Talking about guys that are growing and improving and getting stronger and more confident. I would put him there as well, no doubt. And thank you, Isaac, for the happy Father's Day wishes as well. Texas Rangers Rich says, what the blank was that? Ballfield A says, look, I like Young. He carried a good portion of the team in 2023 in the postseason, but he is simply just not breaking through this year. Runners in scoring position means nothing when Young's swinging. Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you. I thought when he hit those home runs in Detroit, I thought maybe that was going to be kind of the turning of the corner for him, but it has gone the other way. Greg Biggs says, hey, cousin, glad the Rangers won. Need the sweep tomorrow. Train Guy says, can the White Sox leave us alone? And I don't want to go overboard. I thought that guy, Tyler Alexander, who gave up the hit to Albombi, I thought he pitched really well. And I give, the White Sox team under Will Venable, they know that Will is coming back there, and they know what this series means and getting to manage against the Rangers and to go up against Bruce. I mean, they know that. They know that this is not just a weekend series, and they played hard. They played for him, and it was not, obviously not an easy win. Alf says, Peagle up. Train Guy says, I'm so glad the offense is still running. Let's get that sweep tomorrow. Yeah, and I'd like to see more small ball, for some of these guys that are struggling. Greg says, I'm with you on the extra innings. Ghost Runner. Dude Bros says, Rangers are on a roll. Let's go. Alf. Oh, Vaseline. Oh, okay. I got it, Alf. Okay. See, I'm sorry. I've been sitting here watching the game. I meant that was good. That went right. That was a good dad joke on Father's Day Eve. Very good. Dubro says Josh Smith has been so consistent for this year. Do you think they will open up an everyday position for him at some point in the next year or so? Yeah, I just don't know where. I mean, I don't know. I think depending on what happens with Marcus, but he can't, he's not going to be at first, not going to be at short. Josh Young, even though he is in a funk right now, has been outstanding at third base. I mean, you need a big, strong guy with good hands at third base, and Young does have that. And I don't know about Josh as an outfielder. I don't know. That's a good question. We'll see. Austin says, I will take a win however we can get them. With that being said, wow, we were extremely lucky. Also, I guess this game dictates the return of Rocker tomorrow. Yeah, definitely, for sure. And again, I'm hoping that he'll be fired up and motivated and ready to go. He pitched Tuesday, so he's on his regular routine. Should be ready to go, and we'll see. Dubro says, could Seager be a DH soon to his injury history with Josh Smith taking over? Yeah, that could be an option. Yeah, can't rule that out for sure. But again, same thing. I mean, Crey is so good defensively. I'm not sure he's ready to go down that road yet, but we'll see. Great points, great comments, great input, and appreciate it very much. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you guys for hanging with me late. You didn't have to do this. You could have blown the game off and come back tomorrow. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. We'll do it again tomorrow. Happy Father's Day, though, before the game, and I will speak with you after the game, and hopefully we'll be talking about a Rangers sweep here against the White Sox. But the final today, the Rangers get a walk-off win, their first extra inning game of the season, and they get the win, a walk-off win, thanks to El Bombi, 5-4. They down the White Sox. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.